I lose to fucking Kanye or someone that I'm like, okay, I respect that. I know who that is, and Kanye has a huge following and he's made a massive impact on music.
Zorin Shah has the story.
It's a bombshell accusation against one of the most powerful people in the music world, a newly amended civil lawsuit.
There's an accusation about Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager. Right. And we were speaking about just the statement.
Right.
The statement, you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
That was, the statement is something you can tell it was written by a lawyer. Because there's a point where it kind of gets aggressive. He says, you're gonna find out.
And, I remember one time walking in the studio, Bleak Beans, everybody was in there, and I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all got a chance right now, just flood it, put out a lot of music, because 50 Cent is coming. And, 4 months later, in the club hit, and it was over. And it was just like, okay, now everybody got to sit on.
Ever since 50 Cent dropped that bombshell Diddy-focused documentary, the entire industry has been moving funny. One by one, big-name celebrities have gone quiet, laying low, and according to online whispers, even packing their bags. And now, the loudest names getting dragged into the spotlight are Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Social media is on fire with claims that the Carters were among the first to allegedly leave the country after new footage surfaced. Whether that's true or not, it definitely has people side-eyeing the situation. Because when the most powerful players start moving in silence, questions naturally follow. Jay-Z and Beyoncé have always been hip-hop's ultimate power couple. They reportedly started dating in the early 2000s and kept things extremely low-key. As their careers exploded, they officially married in April 2008 with a super private wedding at Jay-Z's Tribeca penthouse. From the very beginning, privacy was their armor. But now that armor is being tested as 50 Cent keeps stirring the pot with his Diddy-centered Exposé. That spotlight has shifted straight onto Jay-Z's long-standing relationship with Sean Diddy Combs. Their history goes way back to the 1990s, when both were grinding through the New York music scene. They weren't just industry acquaintances, they were close, collaborating, and constantly seen together at elite parties, award shows, and invite-only events. Jay-Z even publicly defended Diddy over the years, and they regularly celebrated each other's wins. Their bond symbolized peak hip-hop royalty, two moguls who built empires from nothing. But now, with Diddy under heavy scrutiny and old footage resurfacing, people are questioning how deep those ties really went. That's why rumors of Jay-Z and Beyoncé quietly leaving the country hit so hard. Fans are asking, why now? Why the sudden move? Others argue the Carters are simply protecting their family and brand during a chaotic media storm. Nothing has been confirmed, but the timing alone has sent speculation into overdrive. And if Jay-Z and Beyoncé truly are the first major names connected to Diddy to step back, many believe this is only the beginning.
I bet you want to know why Jay-Z and Beyonce's name keep popping up around the whole Diddy thing. Well, that's why I'm here. Now, first thing you gotta know is when somebody like Diddy gets taken down, things always start out as a rumor. Diddy has had rumors floating around for like decades. Well, Jay-Z had a problem. He's right there in the corner, by the way. Jay-Z has had a few rumors himself, but more like speculation. People see Jay-Z in a picture of R. Kelly, they're like, I guess they both make music. Then Jay-Z with Harvey Weinstein. People are like, I guess they both do business. Then, of course, Jay-Z with Diddy. Now, hold on. Here's the thing. Jay-Z and Diddy go way back. Like back to the days when they were both coming up. So you could say they might just have a lot of respect for each other. But on the other hand, people are like, well, if you've known each other that long, Jay-Z, you must have known what Diddy was on. But Jay-Z has always had a history of keeping quiet, which brings us to Aaliyah. Now, I'm sure y'all remember R. Kelly dated Aaliyah when she literally needed her parents' permission slip to get married. Now, if I remember correctly, her parents got the permission slip and said, marry who? And that's how this whole thing got exposed. Now, a lot of people in the industry actually knew about this relationship because they would.
Jay-Z being pulled into the Diddy scandal didn't come out of thin air. For years, he's been part of the same inner circle, and that closeness alone has raised uncomfortable questions. Jay wasn't just another industry peer. He was a regular fixture at the same elite parties, private gatherings, and exclusive events that are now being re-examined under a harsh light. And once people start connecting the dots, the picture gets complicated fast. Fans have long questioned Jay-Z's past connections to R. Kelly, his proximity to the Aaliyah tragedy, rumors involving Blue Cantrell, and now his deep friendship with Diddy, a man whose name has been linked for decades to unresolved mysteries surrounding Tupac and Biggie. None of these connections prove wrongdoing on their own, but together they've fueled a growing belief that powerful figures in hip-hop have been protecting secrets for years. Now, with 50 Cent's documentary forcing these conversations back into the mainstream, the pressure is mounting, especially after reports surfaced that Diddy's 10th accuser has come forward, reigniting scrutiny of everyone in his circle. What really caught the internet's attention were claims that this accuser allegedly had prior interactions with Jay-Z and Beyoncé as well. One of the strangest theories to resurface involves Beyoncé herself. Online sleuths are suggesting that her alter ego, Sasha Fierce, wasn't just a creative decision, but something influenced by experiences tied to this same accuser.
Here.
Right.
And so my name was Sasha. The club gave me that name, Sasha. And I have Diddy announcing me at his white party since 2004 as Sasha. Jay-Z wanted me so bad that he made Beyonce turn into me. He had her in 2008 going to 2009, change her exotic name of Beyonce into a Russian common name, Sasha.
Oh, Sasha
And
Fierce.
put the Fierce on it. All of a sudden, she had a stripper persona. And Beyonce was already famous from Destiny Child. She's never had to strip. So all of a sudden, when your name becomes Sasha, why do you have a stripper persona?
Wow.
That's me.
Oh. So how was it meeting Jay-Z?
Oh, man, he was jocking. Jocking. I can tell you a quick...
the 90s. That was the 90s slang.
Jocking. And I'll tell you a story. And Jay-Z and Anthony could cooperate. Later down the line, Anthony ended up booking the Rockaware campaign. So Jay-Z used to have intimate little gatherings in lounges, not no big old club, but like small like this, like no more than this. It'd be a waitress, intimate setting, and just the models who booked it, the photographer, the creative director, Jay-Z. So it was one of those little cocktail parties Anthony brought me, because you're allowed to bring, whoever you're dating. Everybody knew we were an item, we were hot, a hot couple in from Cali. And so we're at the bar, and we had walked in. The bar's right here. We're at this side of the bar. We can clearly see Jay. It's not far. Jay-Z's on that side of the bar. Anthony was like, oh shit, I gotta pee. We had just drank at the house before we came. I had a couple of drinks. I was like, for sure. He's like, hey, when I come back from the bathroom, if I catch you down there talking to Jay-Z, we gonna have problems when we get home. And I was like, I ain't gonna disrespect you like that. Like, even though I was a Jay-Z fan, I wasn't gonna play myself like that. I gotta go home. And Anthony Gallo was not no fun.
Yeah, he
never hit me or nothing, but yeah, he wasn't gonna go for no disrespect.
Jaguar Wright has long claimed that powerful figures in the music industry operated behind closed doors, using systems designed to control, silence, and erase people who knew too much. When the accuser was asked whether Jaguar's claims about Jay-Z were true, the response wasn't denial, it was confirmation. The accuser stated flat out that Jaguar was telling the truth. According to her account, the information wasn't based on gossip or rumors, but on first-hand exposure to an environment that initially appeared legitimate. At first, her involvement was professional and structured, including paid dancing at industry events, organized appearances, and regulated performances. She was reportedly compensated, and nothing initially signaled danger or wrongdoing. At that stage, it felt like standard entertainment work, but over time, she claims things shifted. Drinks were allegedly labeled with strict rules separating what women could consume versus what men drank. Later, she believed those beverages caused disorientation and memory loss, explaining why certain events couldn't be remembered. What once felt normal eventually revealed itself as manipulation. When she compared her experiences to Jaguar Wright's statements, she said the similarities were impossible to ignore. Names, behaviors, and patterns lined up too closely to dismiss. According to her, the truth had always been there, quietly known by many, but spoken aloud by almost none until now.
Do you feel like the accusations with Jaguar Wright, is there any validity to what she says in regards to the Carters? I don't know if you guys know, but she has been allegedly, because I have to say that word a lot, allegedly, accusing Jay-Z of being a sexual deviant. and she, Pierce Morgan, received the cease and desist from the Carter's lawyers.
It's funny because Pierce Morgan reached out to me and he tried to get me to talk about him, and I didn't do it. So got her. Right.
That's crazy. Okay, so did you see anything untoward, or was there anything that made you look or do, or because she was a dominatrix as well, so she was in the game heavy and she knows everybody's secrets, as I'm sure you do.
Yes, and it's so funny. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. I love to meet her and have a conversation. I'm sure we've been in the same room back in New York at them parties, but I'm not sure if we've ever spoken. If we have, I was drugged most of the time. But I recently saw on Facebook today an old video clip of them performing I Can't See It Coming Down My Eyes, so I gotta make the song cry, and Jaguar Wright is on stage singing it for Jay-Z.
Yeah, the MTV Unplugged.
And a real quick story about that is that the actual true person that sings that is a man. I met him in Las Vegas, and he was like 80-something years old, and he brought out the old original vinyl, and he played it for me, and his wife was white, and he was like, before I die, he said he has a lawsuit going on with Jay-Z to give him his credit. He said they put it out, and they never gave him no credit. The original version, that's a man singing that high note.
Wow.
And he died. He never, he said Jay-Z and them had too much money. They never gave him his credit. They never paid him nothing for that. But if you guys go back to the original version, it's a man, and I met him. I have his contact. His wife is still alive. Anybody want to reach out?
Yeah.
But Jaguar Wright on this particular video was singing it or whatever. So I know she was there. And what I know is that Jay-Z did date people who were minors at the time, like Foxy Brown. If you listen to her lyrics, everything, ain't no, the ill nana and all that. She was only like 15, 16 years old. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah, she was all at the white parties. Dame Dash, Jay-Z, both fighting on her. She was, underage.
Yeah.
I heard that he had an ex-girlfriend. Her name was Blue. And then she's not alive.
Oh, yeah, she was found unalive.
Right. Yeah. But then he made allegedly. Beyonce name her first child Blue?
Yeah.
Out of all the names?
Wow.
Out of all the names, not B,
right?
Not Solange after my sister, not TT after Tina.
Yeah,
Blue.
Yeah, that's a coincidence.
Blue Cantrell. Shout out to Blue Cantrell. She's still alive.
Shout out to Blue Cantrell.
He was dating Blue Cantrell.
Oh, that was
Blue Cantrell.
And I was scheming. Scheming. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one. We did. Sorry, Blue Cantrell.
Yeah, we tried. Yeah, we tried. Shout out to Blue Cantrell. But yeah, no, he was dating Blue.
Wow,
but he had another woman that was pregnant that was about to come out with her pregnancy around the same time.
Was she from the islands?
Something like that. And that's where he met Rihanna. Robin Fenty is in Barbados. So I know he spends a lot of time out there. And what I do know, and I don't even have to say allegedly, is that he has a trap house in Dallas, Texas, that him and Diddy are funding, and they have minors, male and female, working in there. And I'll say it into the camera, and it's not allegedly. Y'all need to go see about Dallas. And they got Yellow Beezy running it. That's on me, baby.
Oh,
they got minor women and boys. Or I would say women, teenage girls and boys, and they're having sex with the girls.
How? Not saying how you know. How do you?
Even before this woman came forward, Jay-Z's name had already surfaced in connection with a major lawsuit tied to Sean Diddy Combs, one that sent shockwaves through the industry because of the severity of the allegations. The lawsuit, originally filed in October against Combs, was later amended in early December to include Jay-Z as a defendant. The accuser, identified as Jane Doe, alleged she was only 13 years old at the time of the incident, which she claims occurred after an awards show in New York more than 2 decades ago. According to the filing, the alleged events took place following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards when she attempted to enter an after-party. Once Jay-Z was named in the amended complaint, his legal team moved fast and aggressively. Jay-Z publicly denied the allegations, calling them false and irresponsible. His attorneys challenged both the credibility of the claims and the structure of the lawsuit, focusing heavily on the accuser's decision to remain anonymous. They argued that anonymity undermined transparency and suggested the case was less about truth and more about pressuring a settlement. His team also denied any financial demands, framing the lawsuit as an attempted smear rather than a legitimate pursuit of justice.
In court filings, Jay-Z's lawyers requested that the plaintiff either reveal her identity or have the case dismissed entirely. They further argued the lawsuit relied on inconsistencies and lacked supporting evidence. While no criminal charges have been filed against Jay-Z, the inclusion of his name alongside Combs, who is already facing multiple lawsuits and federal scrutiny, has intensified public focus on Jay-Z's long-standing proximity to powerful industry figures.
Jay-Z has denied allegations he drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl with Diddy Combs at an MTV Music Awards after party in 2000. His name has been added to a civil lawsuit against Combs, refiled in a New York court. In a statement, Jay-Z described the allegations as heinous, and he blasted the lawyer who filed the allegations, calling it a blackmail attempt designed to get him to settle.
50 Cent is having none of this. Guys, as you know, this week, some horrendous allegations dropped about Jay-Z, saying that he and Diddy in the year 2000 did some horrendous things to a 13-year-old girl. Well, 50 Cent has a comment about what just happened the other night. Jay-Z and his family attended the red carpet and watched Mufasa, and this is what 50 Cent had to say. Jay said, "They said a kid. Everybody get dressed. We're going to see Mufasa, LOL." I mean, he's not wrong. You just get accused of some really awful things and you head out to a red carpet premiere. I don't know if he's just trying to escape the bad press, act like he's innocent. I'm not really sure. When the story first broke, 50 Cent was all over it, of course. He wrote, "Okay, I don't know what's going on, but are we still gonna have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for a friend." As you know, Jay-Z books the musical acts for the Super Bowl. And he also shared this one. This is a video of Jay-Z and Diddy getting fake arrested somewhere, and he wrote this: "I want to post this, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get shot, LOL." 50 Cent and Diddy have been going at each other for a long time, and 50 Cent is actually making a full documentary about all the accusations and what's going on with Diddy, so it's not really a surprise that he's now
Another explosive chapter many believe would surface if 50 Cent ever turned his full attention to Jay-Z and Beyoncé is the long-running accusation that the Grammys are quietly rigged in their favor. And the 2025 Grammy Awards only poured fuel on that fire. Fans erupted online after Beyoncé won Best Country Album for Cowboy Carter, a win that shocked viewers, and judging by her reaction, Beyoncé herself. When Taylor Swift announced the award, cameras caught Beyoncé looking visibly stunned, a moment that instantly went viral and became conspiracy fuel. To critics, that reaction alone raised eyebrows. Social media didn't waste a second. On X, one user posted a screenshot of Beyoncé's face, writing, "She won Best Country Album and even she knows it's rigged." Another claimed, "The Grammys have always been fixed. Jay-Z bought that award." Others pointed out the timing, noting Beyoncé appeared at the ceremony shortly before her category was announced, sparking speculation that the result was already known. These accusations didn't come out of nowhere. Just a year earlier, Jay-Z publicly criticized the Recording Academy after Beyoncé once again failed to win Album of the Year, despite being the most awarded artist in Grammy history.
Even Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see the kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
Right.
They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys. So it's like they give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just gave them the things they would. Later, to me, I didn't care about trophies.
If I lose to fucking Kanye or someone that I'm like, okay, I respect that. I know who that is, and Kanye has a huge following and he's made a massive impact on music. Fine, I'm good with that. But don't fucking get us all here to use your selling point for your fucking show and stiff everybody every single fucking time. And I said, after that point in time, I was like, don't ever ask me to fucking come here again. Please do not ask me. My answer is no for 100 million years. Never again will I fucking go to the Grammys.
Well, now
you know, I know Jimmy Jam and some of the members of the board there are reaching out. Just Blaze and different folks are now trying to make it better. Would you ever consider, you know, joining the board and maybe you have a vote in it?
First of all, that vote is fake as fuck. That's not a real vote. That's not a real vote. They give it to who they want to give it to. They give it to their darlings. Oh, this got critical acclaim, but it sold 2 records. Like, it ain't about always what you sell. I get that, Vanilla Ice, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, but there comes a point where when an overwhelming something comes along that has this wave and impact on music, and you give it to Lada Dottie. Who? Lada Dottie. It's only Lada Dottie. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, man, I don't know who won over Kendrick and Jay. Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars is great. But I remember Beyonce didn't win for the album Lemonade. Yeah. And I was like, what the hell, you know?
It's like they're so tone deaf to what is actually going on, but they're not in a sense of, oh, we're gonna get Beyonce here, we're gonna get Jay here, we can say all these names are gonna be here and we'll make them think. I guarantee you that the people from the Grammys was on the phone with Beyonce's people or Jay-Z's people saying every year that they're up for something, hinting they're gonna win to get them to come there.
So you over that?
See you.
You over that? So I guess I won't see you at the Grammys this year.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not? Okay.
Yeah.
What if you're nominated?
First of all, I won't be.
50 Cent didn't stop with documentaries and social media shots. He even joked that one of Jay-Z's biggest advantages came from marrying Beyoncé. In a separate interview, 50 laughed at the idea that Jay suddenly became untouchable after tying the knot with music's biggest superstar. When asked what he'd do if Jay-Z ever clapped back, 50 didn't hesitate. He said he has nothing to hide, no skeletons, and no secrets anyone could expose. According to 50, that's exactly why he speaks so freely, because his past is clean and fear isn't something he lives with.
Look, when Jay signed his contract, the big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he had one.
He ain't show up.
He has like 20 now.
Oh, Lord.
He had like 18 since he's been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
Hold on. You're not wrong.
He was one. After that, he got some shit. He started drinking. His pictures were like, thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
You didn't see.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, it was like this, like Black excellence. They're sitting there like, yeah. It's the billionaire brunch. You're like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with year.
That's crazy. He just looking at his watch during the whole Rock Nation prayer. Like, is it 3:30?
Yeah, it's almost time to get out. What the fuck is that? Yo, I feel like I'm normal again. Get me out of here.
Oh wow! So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like, the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Oh, yo, before I forget this, we talked about Jay. Proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew anything? He's seemingly around Diddy.
I don't know. That was a real suburb question.
Yeah, I know, right?
Proximity.
Hold on. And the proximity.
Proximity. That's the SAT hit parade word. I learned that.
Do you think all of the going on? Yeah, that was like a...
I don't want to incriminate myself.
I know, but the way he said it...
Like I said...
No matter how you answer that
you asked the question like a fan.
Hey, I grew up with white people. If there's one thing I know, it's how to get a black guy in trouble.
But here's a great question. Yo, just give him the Happy Meal before you ask him to snitch, bro.
He said, damn, they wasn't even drinking.
Speaking of, how the hell you pronounce
Le Chemin de Roi.
Okay.
It's the King's Path.
King's Path.
Chemin de Roi.
Because I know Branson. That's the one I pronounce.
Branson. That's the Branson lifestyle. You're gonna be outside.
Biff, you're not
worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them?
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way? Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up?
I don't got that shit in my past. I'm not.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like, not that it's real or not.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For to remember, buddy. I didn't
50 Cent recently reignited his long-standing tension with Jay-Z by revisiting an old jab that sent the internet into a frenzy. This time, it centered around renewed discussion of the 2022 Super Bowl halftime show, a historic hip-hop moment Jay-Z helped produce after signing a deal with the NFL in 2019. The lineup featured Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, and Mary J. Blige, and was widely praised. Drama sparked when NORE claimed on Drink Champs that Eminem told Jay-Z he wouldn't perform unless 50 Cent was included. According to NORE, Jay allegedly referred to Eminem as the white guy, a comment that immediately raised eyebrows. 50 wasn't letting that slide. He jumped on Instagram questioning why Jay would even phrase it like that. Then he took it further, posting a side-by-side image of Jay-Z and legendary artist Jean-Michel Basquiat. 50 mocked Jay's hair and style, writing that Jay was running around trying to look like a gay painter.
Right. Because of look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL had some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue? You see what I'm saying? Like, and I with M, because like with Nori was, he had communication. He said, yeah, I talked to the big homie. He was saying to Jay, he was telling me, you know, the white boy wouldn't do the truth without 50.
I hit the homie, the big homie Jay-Z, right? And I told him to come pull up on me. And he pulled up on me and he said, the white guy called for 50 Cent. So I said, who's the white guy? I'm digging this Jimmy Iovine. And he said, no, Eminem called directly for 50. And he said,
that's his guy.
He said, I can't do it if I can't bring 50 up.
But that's his guy.
Right? And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff, because I look and I go, oh, that's your big homie, right? And so he imaged himself after a gay painter. The big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
So
this.
now look, what I'm saying to you is, look, when you start looking at, that's not mine, that's theirs, they're Harper, right? But when you look at, M is looking at the entire legacy.
So what do you think? Is 50 Cent just trolling for laughs, or is he exposing how power and ego really move behind the scenes in hip-hop? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a drop. Until next time, fam, keep it real.